The woman ahead is the one my grandma arranged for me to marry 18 years ago. 18 years have passed. I am successful now, and I want to fulfill my grandma's dying wish. Today, I drove over 1,000 kilometers just to find her. If she agrees to be with me, I will give her this 1 million in dowry and a large villa. But before giving her the money, I need to test her to see if she's materialistic and what her character is like. If she passes my test, then I'll gladly give her all this money. Let's go over there together. Hello, miss, excuse me.
Hello.
I'd like to ask. Is this Mabu Village?
Yes, it is.
I happen to be looking for someone. See if you know her.
Go ahead, let's see if I know her.
She's older, her name is Halian.
Halian.
I think her surname is Liu. Surname Liu?
Yes, that's Lou Halian.
Lou Halian? That's an older person's name. Yes, she must be in her 70s or 80s now. What are you looking for her for? You don't look very old. Why are you looking for an elderly woman?
It's like this, miss. I came here from Yunnan.
Oh.
I have some private business with Lou Halian. Could you please tell me where she lives? I'll head over.
It's right over there, in the direction I'm pointing.
Oh, over there?
Yes, I've never heard of Lou Halian having such distant relatives, especially from Yunnan.
We haven't been in touch for over a dozen years.
Oh, I see.
Thanks, miss, I'll be going now.
Hey, handsome. It's like this. Since I don't know who you are, actually. Lou Halian is my grandma. I don't know if your intentions are good or bad, so I can't just admit it right away.
Miss, I understand. Lou Halian is your grandma.
Yes.
What a coincidence. Who am I? I'm from that place in Yunnan. Wang Beikai. Wang Beikai is my grandma. Have you ever heard your grandma mention Beikai?
Yes, I remember now. My grandma mentioned years ago that she and Auntie Beikai had a good relationship. So Grandma Beikai is your grandmother?
Yes, that's right. A few years ago, my grandma told me that when we were very young, she had already arranged a childhood marriage with your grandma.
Do you know about this?
I heard my grandma mention this, but it was just something said in passing back then. We didn't know if it would ever happen when we grew up, but that's how it was arranged as kids. So, you're the person I was betrothed to.
Yes, my name is Deshawn. Nice to meet you.
Hello. How about this? My house is right over there. Why don't you come to my place?
Oh, sure, and I was actually planning to pay my respects to Grandma anyway.
Alright. Let's go. We're fellow villagers and old acquaintances after all.
Right, you said you haven't been to this village in 19 years. Wow, it's changed quite a lot.
It really has. It changes so much every year. I heard from my grandma that you used to live here before your family moved to the city. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey! Oh dear. I forgot my keys. Grandma must have gone out to play mahjong. I didn't bring the key, so how about this? There's a small restaurant down the road. Let me take you there to grab a bite first.
Oh, no need, really. I already ate before I came here, so.
You've eaten?
Then let's just sit here and wait for Grandma for a while.
Okay, sure. You came all this way, and my grandma isn't even home.
Oh, it's fine, really.
Then, have a seat.
Okay, thank you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lee Deshawn. I am 26 years old this year.
Oh. 26, that's just the right age for settling down.
Exactly, my family is always pushing me to find someone.
So, what kind of work do you do?
I
Don't be nervous, let's just get to know each other first. Ah, right. Why don't I introduce myself first then?
Sure, that works too.
My name is Shalwa.
Ah, Shalwa.
Yes, I'm 24 this year. I work as a cashier at a supermarket in the county town. I'm on the morning shift, so since I'm free this afternoon, I'm just pulling some weeds in the field. See those eggplants and cucumbers back there? We grew them ourselves. Wow, there aren't many young people who grow their own vegetables nowadays. My monthly salary isn't much, just a bit over 3,000. And with perfect attendance, I get another 300.
Ah, over 3,000, that's not bad at all. It's enough to live on here. Now let me introduce myself.
My job is actually just being a migrant worker.
Oh, you're a migrant worker.
I'm not sure if my grandma told you before, but my parents had a factory in the big city. They said you guys were developing in the city, but I'm not clear on what exactly you did. Ah, we made those gears.
Oh,
Just some gears for bicycles, e-bikes, and motorcycles.
oh,
Later, didn't the pandemic happen a few years ago? Business wasn't great, so we stopped, we went bankrupt.
oh, you went bankrupt.
Yes, we did. My dad had over 100 workers there at the time. To pay the workers' wages, my dad, sold the house and the car.
Your parents were really honorable people, truly conscientious bosses.
The people working for us were all supporting families, all migrant workers. It wasn't easy for them. We couldn't let them suffer, no matter what.
Right, I really think that shows a lot of character.
You two are straying from the topic. What was that? I'd like to ask, do girls around here get married very late? You're 24 this year, have you really never had a boyfriend?
Well, you guys probably don't know my family situation after all this time. My parents are divorced.
Oh,
Yes, my mom left a long time ago and didn't want me anymore. And my dad, he's been working away for years. He remarried and has a wife, my stepmom now, and he rarely comes back. They have their own home out there and even had a baby brother. So, it's just my grandma and me at home now. Growing up, it's always been just me and my grandma, relying on each other.
I'm sorry, I brought up your painful past.
It's nothing, really. Everyone has their own life, I think it's fine. My grandma gives me so much love, we're actually quite happy together.
Right. Let me ask you one more bold question. Do you have any standards or requirements for a future partner?
Oh, actually, I don't really have many requirements. I don't need the guy to have a car or a house, and I don't need a dowry. I just think having a self-built house in the countryside is enough. So, if not a dowry, do you have many other standards?
I already said, I don't want a dowry.
You don't want a dowry?
I just said that.
I thought I misheard you. You don't want a dowry, a car, or even a house.
Ah, a simple rural house is fine. I just think the countryside environment is nice, and I can grow my own vegetables. Ah,
That sounds great. I still have one question. Is there anything wrong with your health?
Listen, I shouldn't call you Big Brother. Let's just go with Zhao Shan.
look, my health is perfectly fine. Your question actually makes me feel quite awkward.
No, miss, please don't misunderstand. In today's society, things like dowries, gold jewelry, and having a house and car are standard requirements for men. It's just that it's my first time hearing a girl ask for no dowry and nothing else. I assume there must be some hidden condition.
No, I don't pursue material things. I feel that living a real life is what matters most. Those other things are superficial, and I don't care about them. Actually, I do have one additional condition. I knew it. You don't want anything, it's impossible to have no conditions. Tell me, let's see if I can accept it. Alright, I'll tell you directly. My only condition is that if we get married and live together, I want to bring my grandma with me.
Bring your grandma?
Yes, that's my only requirement. I must take my grandma with me.
That's not a problem at all. It just shows that you are a very filial child.
No problem?
You're very filial.
Actually, over the years, my grandma has introduced me to suitors, but as soon as they hear I come with an old lady, they immediately refuse. They think she's a burden. I didn't expect you to think it's a good thing. Well, my ideal partner. Even though my job isn't great and I don't have much money, I just want someone who isn't necessarily wealthy or stunningly beautiful, but has a kind heart, respects the elderly, lives a steady life, and is honest.
I would feel completely satisfied with that.
That's wonderful. I feel like we really click because I care about family too. Ah, that's very nice of you. Since we've been chatting for a while, how about this? I didn't know what kind of gift you liked when I came over. I didn't know what to buy, so this is a gift for you. Open it and see, it's a bit heavy.
You shouldn't have brought gifts when coming over. This is the first time I've ever received a gift from a guy. Yeah.
Well, after all, we're betrothed, so I couldn't come empty-handed. Take a look. Oh. This is a property deed. Right.
A property deed? Isn't this money? Isn't this a lot of cash?
It's 1 million.
Oh, no, this isn't right. Hey, Zhao Shan. You giving me this isn't legal, this is just not right, it's not lawful. I don't know where this money came from, I can't take it, I really can't. We haven't spent much time together, you giving me this much money, I just can't accept it, I'm afraid to take it. This money is something I earned through hard work. I'll tell you, that construction site is actually one I developed myself. You developed it yourself? Didn't you say your family went bankrupt?
Yes, we did, but later I started my own business, got a bit lucky, and made some money.
You're not a migrant worker?
I am too. Even if I make a lot of money, I'm still a migrant worker's son. Come on, take this money and don't worry. Maybe we should reconsider this. How about this? If you don't know how to choose, why not ask others or the uncles and aunts watching this video?
Okay, uncles and aunts, you've seen our situation and we've talked for a long time. I feel like Zhao Shan and I share the same values. We are both kind and filial. But look, he's so wealthy now, and I'm just a village girl, so I feel a bit inferior. If you uncles and aunts support Zhao Shan and me, and want us to be together, please show your support on the screen. It would make me feel much better. Uncles and aunts, I can't make up my mind, so please help me out.